White flag raised. And thereof, today's first grade one, the Channor Real Estate Group Novice Hurdle. Feeding 8 runners over 3 miles and 13 flights. Over the first they go, and it's the grey Argento boy who leads in the early stages. Stable companion Jasmin De Vaux. In third is Card Counter. On the inside is Honesty Policy. Looking the City alongside. Then Jasmin De Vaux, Flood in the Park, and the mare Familiar Dreams. On they go to flight number 3, the end of the back straight. It's Argento Boy in front. Jumped it well, followed by Jasmin De Vaux. Third is Card Counter. Who's followed by Looking the City, Honesty Policy, with the final 3, Jasmin De Vaux, Flood in the Park, and Familiar Dreams. Stretching them out, the front-running grey Argento Boy and Danny Mullins. They've extended their lead to over 4 lengths. Jasmin De Vaux, Patrick Mullins in second. Third is Card Counter and Sam Ewing. As they race along the side of the course to flight number 4. The third is followed by Honesty Policy and Mark Walsh, and then Looking the City and Sean O'Keefe. Jasmin De Vaux, Paul Townend on the outside of Flood in the Park, Keen Quirk. And finally, Familiar Dreams and Jordan Gain for the fourth flight. A tad cumbersome Argento Boy turns into the home straight, leading Jasmin De Vaux. Third is Card Counter, Looking the City. Now a clear running fourth from Honesty Policy, Jasmin De Vaux. After the 2 favourites in the race, Flood in the Park and Familiar Dreams. They straighten for flight number 5, the flight that'll be the last one next time. In today's fourth, the Channor Real Estate Group Novice Hurdle. Argento Boy, gathered in by Jasmin De Vaux. Card Counter, Looking the City, and then Honesty Policy. Jasmin De Vaux to the outside in the greens. And then Flood in the Park and Familiar Dreams. Very few changes from first to last. With the circuit in front of them and another 8 flights left to jump. It's Argento Boy with a decreased lead of 3 lengths over Jasmin De Vaux. Third is Card Counter, then Looking the City, Honesty Policy. Jasmin De Vaux, Flood in the Park, and Familiar Dreams as they tighten up, going to hurdle number 6. Argento Boy, Card Counter blundered. Argento Boy up to the top of the course, followed by Jasmin De Vaux, then Card Counter, Looking the City, Honesty Policy. Jasmin De Vaux, Flood in the Park, and Familiar Dreams. Uphill they go to flight number 7. Argento Boy has re-established a good 4-length advantage. Racing over the mound from Jasmin De Vaux, then Card Counter. There's a single change in the first 3. Then Looking the City, Honesty Policy. Jasmin De Vaux still held up 2/3 of the way down the field. It's followed by Flood in the Park, and Familiar Dreams has been last throughout. Reaching flight number 8, bringing them past the halfway stage. And it's Argento Boy as of yet to be headed. Pops it in a lead of a couple of lengths from a closing Jasmin De Vaux. And then Card Counter and Honesty Policy, the stable companions together, and then Looking the City, Jasmin De Vaux. Flood in the Park and Familiar Dreams. At the completion of a circuit, as they turn down the far side, with 5 flights left to jump, and it's Argento Boy gone back into a 3 lead over Jasmin De Vaux. Then Card Counter, Honesty Policy, Looking the City, Jasmin De Vaux, Flood in the Park, and Familiar Dreams. The flight which was their first was number 9 that time. Argento Boy, followed by Jasmin De Vaux, Card Counter, Honesty Policy, then Looking the City. Middle flight in the back straight, over at her reach, Argento Boy from Jasmin De Vaux. Card Counter in the yellow and white. Alongside is Honesty Policy, the white cap. Then Looking the City. Wide of Looking the City is Jasmin De Vaux. Then Flood in the Park and Familiar Dreams. The last of the 3 in the back straight. Argento Boy in front from the outset. Maintains an advantage. Turning off the back straight of 3 to 4 lengths over Jasmin De Vaux. Honesty Policy has joined Card Counter for the 3rd place. Inching into it on the outside is Jasmin De Vaux, has passed Stable Companion, Locking the City, and then Flooding the Park and Familiar Dreams. 2 flights left to jump. The Channor Real Estate Group Novice Hurdle for stayers, Argento Boy. Gathered in again by Jasmin De Vaux. Improving together, our Honesty Policy and Jasmin De Vaux on the outside. Ridden to try and keep position as Cart Counter and then Flooding the Park and Familiar Dreams. The second last, Argento Boy. Joined on the inside by Honesty Policy. In between them is Jasmin De Vaux. On their heels is Jasmin De Vaux. Flooding the Park is closing up. 2 lengths then to Familiar Dreams as they turn into the straight. 1 flight left to jump, and it is Honesty Policy and Mark Walsh who've just picked it up from Argento Boy, who's now driven along on the outside. Then Jasmin De Vaux, Flooding the Park. Jasmin De Vaux has weakened ahead of Familiar Dreams. It is Honesty Policy, challenged now by Jasmin De Vaux, who's picking up on the outside as the 2 favourites come over the last. Landing awkwardly, Jasmin De Vaux, but has joined issue with Honesty Policy, and then comes Flooding the Park. It is Jasmin De Vaux and Paul Townend without his irons, but he's going to win it. It's Jasmin De Vaux by a half length to Honesty Policy, well clear of in 3rd place Flooding the Park, and then Jasmin.
Isaac Swed joins me in the winners' enclosure, having seen Jasmin De Vaux win another Grade 1, and that was very exciting to watch. Nerve-wracking perhaps late on. Did you enjoy it?
I did, but it was heart-stomping, really. My heart was coming out of my chest after the last, but Paul did such a wonderful job of controlling the horse.
I'm just going to move you to our left,
Sure.
the horse can escape behind you there off the back of that success. He did a great job to stay on after losing an iron, and I'm sure it must give you enormous satisfaction for a Cheltenham champion bumper winner, looking as though maybe his career over hurdles wasn't going as expected, to then come out and win 2 Grade 1s like this in succession.
It does, and it's really congratulations and thank you to the Closton team. They've done it so well. Because he's really coming on as a jumper, and that makes a big difference. And it made a big difference today. He was jumping beautifully, other than the last.
Tell me about yours and Simon's association with Millie Mullins, and what he's achieved for you and what you've achieved together. This is a sign of the type of quality of horses you have together.
Well, he's really created most of our Grade 1 wins, so that speaks for itself.
Yeah. I'm just going to walk with you this way. You've got a presentation. One more thing I'll ask you. Have you come here from where? New York to be?
No,
here?
we're actually in London the previous week, and I came from New York to London to here. And Simon currently is working in Istanbul, so I'm thinking of him. Yeah. And he'll be here tomorrow.
He'll be here tomorrow. And you, Isaac, you love this game, don't you?
Oh, definitely. Simon and I both do.
Great job.
Fantastic hobby.
Delighted for you. Thanks very much, Isaac. All the best.
Thank you.
Paul Townend joins me now after Jasmin De Vaux got another Grade 1 success following that win in the Albert Bartlett at Cheltenham. Paul, be a lovely picture to finish here today for you after losing the irons and all it dramatic, but he's got a big engine. Well done.
They never mix me up with you in a finish, would they?
Got the job done all the same.
Just about. No, look, he's a huge engine, Fran, and loves a bit of nice ground, but his jumping is his jumping. He pops away. Got up a good head of steam off the bend. Mark was after getting a good run through, and I was cursing him at that, but just kind of, all in at the last a little bit, and he got a bit high, and I got unbalanced. But look, the engine's in there. We can iron out my mistakes.
No, he's gone and done it. But even the second last year, you're up in the air, you lose momentum to getting away, and for him to get back into contention that quickly.
To win it a couple of times, and then momentum went at the last, and to pick up and go again, and like the second horse is no slouch, So, a good horse. He's come a long way from where we started at the start of the season, but he can still improve, hopefully.
How do you play him through a race like that? He's just let him go in and pop and hope he can keep him in contention over that 3 mile kind of trip.
That's it. The more you're nearly doing him, the slower you're getting at it. It's just try 10 strides away to set him up that he's meeting it right. And if that means giving a length going into a hurdle, it means giving it away. But, it's just pop, and big help with only the 2 hurdles here from leaving the back stretch, today.
And Paul, next season obviously he's probably up in the air, but he's got every opportunity of going back to new tracks, stairs, hurdle perhaps maybe, or possibly go chasing.
Possibly he's won around that track, so Willie trains him. I'm sure he'll have a look at the fence somewhere and see, but no, we'll see. Yeah.
It's all come really good from in the spring, of course. Second Grade 1 success. Galloping a Champ. How forward are you looking to him, and how's he been since Cheltenham?
You always are. You're always looking forward to riding Galloping. We're obviously hugely disappointed coming out of Cheltenham getting beat, but we're coming back here to have another go at it. It's not been the luckiest race for us with him, but hopefully this year can be his year.
And tactics-wise, 4 runners, you look like you're probably the pace in the race.
Tactics are it's very simple with Galloping nowadays. Pop him off and let him get into rhythm, and hopefully he does, and hopefully he takes me there, because he didn't in Cheltenham, but I'm sure we'll know early today whether he is or not.
Yeah, exactly. That was the thing in Cheltenham. It was obvious from us looking on from quite a way out that he just wasn't in the fluent, strong travelling manner that he can be.
And maybe with only a small field here, you know, it might be easier to get him in a rhythm if he doesn't just hit songs straight away. So, or maybe it won't. Maybe enjoy passing a few. We won't know till we try.
Hope we see that. Best of luck and well done.
Don't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Look forward to seeing you later, Paul. Well done.
Cheers. Thank you.
Watch live racing now on racingtv.com.